This robber has just stolen a large diamond. He got into a fight with the police and that he was going to an under construction building. He thought of hiding the diamond by gluing it to the ceiling with duct tape to be safe. After 2 years in prison, he was released. He was so excited and he would finally be rich. He first went to the building where he hid the diamond. He could not believe that the building that was previously under construction was now a police station. He cried with annoyance because his hard work would come to nothing. He even asked an old woman if the police station was in front of them. The old man replied, "Of course." But he quickly figured out how to enter the building, pretended and dressed as a delivery boy. He was immediately blocked by the guard. "No one can enter this room unless you have a badge to show or you are handcuffed." He doesn't want to wear handcuffs anymore. He thought he wanted to wear a badge this time. He saw an officer, handed him the pizza he could carry and secretly stole his badge before leaving. He goes immediately to his uncle because he is good at counterfeiting and asks a favor to his own police badge. While at home, he watched police movies to learn their actions and how to be a police officer. The next day, he put on a suit and went straight to the police station. With confidence, he swiped his badge. The door opened without any difficulty and no one even suspected. He went straight to the office. He finally found it was in the ladies' room. He immediately entered and inspected the place. Meanwhile, outside the office, chaotic chaos because a prisoner attacked the police trying to escape. In an unexpected turn of events, the prisoner ran towards the ladies' room. While hiding in a cubicle, he could feel what was outside. He kicked the door and hit and startled the prisoner. When police officers came in and saw him, asked who he was, he immediately showed his badge and said he was the newly transferred police officer. Because of what happened, no one suspected him. He gave his papers forged by his uncle. The chief was so impressed with him, immediately introduced him to his partner. He had no choice but to follow his partner so that no one would suspect him. He followed his partner investigating a case of theft. It is easier for him to analyze the events because of his experience as a thief. He already knows how to go round. He explained that it is not easy to steal tires because they are heavy, unless the thief is also from here. He inspected the possible hiding places of the stolen tires. He opened a truck using wire effortlessly. The case was resolved immediately in just a few minutes. His partner praised him. Suddenly, there is another robbery in a convenience store. There was a gunshot. When he got the chance, he pointed the gun to the robber. But by his surprise, it was his partner when they stole the diamond. And in order not to find out his hidden secret about his identity, he asks him to run away while there is still a chance. When his friend ran outside, there were policemen around. What his friend did called Jerry's name that made the police wonder who the robber was calling. Jerry had nothing else to think about, so he stood up and slowly approached his friend. It looks like he is negotiating, but the truth is he is talking to his friend and said that he pretended to be a cop to find the diamond. He told me to cooperate and give 20% when the diamond is found. His friend immediately agreed. Back at the office, all his colleagues admired his courage and skills. Even the chief promoted him, but for Jerry it's not important. He doesn't care about all that. What's important to him is that he gets the diamond. Again, he went to the ventilation where he glued the diamond. But when he found the hidden secret, it was gone. It may have fallen somewhere. What he was looking for was in the conference room area. He made a way to get into the office. He did everything his way until he found it. He was about to open the office. Suddenly, the chief came. There was a sudden operation, and they had to go to the airport to investigate the smuggling case. But when they arrived at the airport, there were cops who handled the smuggling case. But for Jerry, in a few days of looking for a diamond, he develops a sense of responsibility. While they were returning to the station, he told his partner that he doubted that what happened earlier was not smuggling, that they usually use other items to smuggle drugs. So his partner called the chief to ask for backup. While they followed the truck, Jerry noticed a gangster tattoo in his hand. He asked them to stop and check the back of the truck. And sure enough, they found a pile of illegal drugs. Finally, the evidence needs to be escorted to the office. Jerry had the opportunity to enter the office where the diamond was. Jerry is so happy because he finally finds the diamond. Then he was suddenly startled by Chief's shout. He dropped the diamond. He was asked what he was doing inside the office. Chief said the high officers were here to see the illegal drugs that were caught. He was so desperate. His diamond was in that pile of evidence, so he thought of something else. He suggested to the officers that they can use that evidence to lure who is behind that illegal drugs, and they agreed. When the operation starts, he finally found the diamond, but suddenly a man appeared with a gun. To save him, his partner was shot. In order not to be noticed, Jerry continues to be undercover. A man tells the boss that Jerry isn't undercover. The boss is confused. The boss asked Jerry to kill the man. Without hesitation, he shot the man's arm. He answered, "I'm a robber, but not a killer," and that is the rhyme. The police arrived. The boss was arrested. The man tried to run away with the diamond, but Jerry is determined to get the diamond. He fires a flare that explodes smoke. The two chased each other with vehicles until they caught up with each other. The man wants the diamond to be rich. Suddenly, the police arrive. Jerry says, "You have nowhere to go but to surrender and give back the diamond to me, and I will use my privilege as a cop to spare your life." The man did nothing but agree. Jerry handcuffed him and walked towards his partner. But his identity as a thief has been revealed by his partner. He will not arrest him. After he was shot, he realized that he is not a bad person, and that he solved a big case. That Jerry also realized that they are at the border of the country. According to the law, it is forbidden to be arrested. Jerry is the happiest man on earth.